I'm the gender hipster. You may wonder why I'm sitting up here in this suit, and that's because that's what this show is all about. It's about shock. Now, many people will tell you that the best way to deal with your problems is to confront them and deal with them. I, for one, think it's a far better option to run away. Watch an escapist movie. I've got just the thing. Lesbians, prostitutes, cross-dressers, and insane old women. It's got everything I could have ever hoped for. This is Gigola.
Gigola, Gigola, s'apprête à rire ces surnoms-là.
Gigola, Gigola. Never before has a boy asked for more. Oh, sorry, that's wrong, isn't it? Time for plot whisking. George is a young lesbian in the 1960s who has a relationship with her professor, Sybil. Sybil decides to leave her for some reason, and George has a drastic reaction, cutting off all her hair, dropping out of med school, and becoming a lesbian cross-dressing prostitute named Gigola. Well, we've all been there. Gigola works her way up the ranks of prostitution and becomes a pimp, giving the My Fair Lady treatment to a fellow lady, transforming her from a prostitute into a better prostitute. While doing this, Gigola also has time to sleep with lots of older women, tell her father what a wastrel he is, try and kill herself, and then hit on her psychiatrist.
C'est à elle que vous avez pensé en avalant de ses cachets.
But that's not all Gigola does, no! She also hangs around with local gangster Tony, assassinates a rival evil pimp, has a baby and then gives it away. Why? Who knows? The motivations of the Gigola are pretty fucking obscure to anyone who isn't her. This movie has a fun, pulpy feel, and it's great to watch without expecting too much depth. It's sexy, and there are lots of great lesbian characters, including not one, but several awesome bartenders.
Oh, dis donc, si j'avais 20 ans de moins.
Ah, au fait, Cora m'a donné ça pour toi. Elle dit qu'elle ne te voit plus. Mais quel chachement, cette nana, hein. Par contre, Johan, elle ne la sent pas, hein. Tu crois qu'elle va y arriver?
So now the question you were all waiting for. How does Gigola do as a character? And more importantly, how does she do as a gender hipster? Gigola isn't a very nice person. She interprets gender fuckery as being as much like a man as possible, if being a man means being an obnoxious, abusive bastard. She's perfectly willing to order other ladies around and hit them if she deems necessary. When a client takes a liking to her, Gigola doesn't really think twice before ditching her in an unnecessarily nasty way. However, she's not all bad. She's protective of the slightly deranged older prostitute Dolly, and gets revenge when Dolly is murdered by her pimp. Oh, and did I mention that Gigola is also a rapist? But she gave Dolly a nice new doll, so she's a nice character!
Tu me coûtes cher, Gigola.
It seems the whole motivation for Gigola's character, the reason why she acts so callous and detached towards everyone, is because her first lover died, for some reason. I mean, sure, that sucks, but get over it! It's not even as if Gigola pursues her lifestyle because it's the only way she can survive. She was doing a medicine degree before she chucked it all in to become a prostitute, and she gets paid in cars and huge sums of money.
La médecine vous aurait apporté un salaire, des honoraires.
La médecine m'aurait pas apporté un centième de ce que m'apporte la nuit.
It's likely that she just likes the control.
En général, c'est moi qui commande.
Ma chère, moi aussi j'ai l'habitude de commander. Il faudra vous y faire.
The sex in this movie? Here's a tip for you all. When they say wear gloves for safe sex, they don't mean put your kid gloves into a woman's vagina. That's just unsanitary. Also, don't stick your pimp cane into a woman's vagina either. Many of the female characters in this film present in a masculine fashion as garçons. In other words, boys. In other words, masculine women. Oh, whatever. They take the butch-femme dynamic very seriously, with all of the sex being presented as Gigola servicing women rather than any kind of mutual pleasure. On the other hand, when Gigola, who is at the higher end of the Kinsey scale, has sex with Tony, it's presented as an act of love, of mutual enjoyment. Gigola can service women, but she can only experience fulfillment from a man. It's a very weird message for the film to present, seeing as it's based on a book written by a lesbian. There's even frank discussion about female homosexuality.
Pourquoi toujours cette peur de s'afficher entre femmes? C'est si déshonorant.
The explanation given is that Gigola wants to have sex with Tony so she can conceive a baby, but when she gives birth, she gives the baby away. This doesn't make any sense! Gigola is occasionally mistaken for male, but she doesn't seem to identify as such. It's a bit unsure.
Ça sera un garçon. Il s'appellera David. Et il vengera sa mère d'être né dans le corps d'une fille.
Is she transgender, or does she just hate the societal pressure of being a woman? Gender hipster?
Ici, madame, ce sont pas les femmes qui invitent. Jamais.
Not as much of a gender hipster as this person, though. So yes, Gigola. A woman with unresolved emotional issues becomes a prostitute with a mean pimp slut who jerks people around in more ways than one, and then has a moment of heterosexual enlightenment in order to conceive a child which she then decides she doesn't want. Confusing. Sexy. Stupid. Which is it? You'll have to decide. But you won't find such a sweet, dragging, dancing sequence in any other movie, so I guess you just have to take what you can get. And yes, another movie that tells you that no matter how awesome being a lesbian is, sex with a man is 1,000 times better, and prostitutes just can't stop scrounging for whatever white fluid they can get their grubby little hands on. Insightful. Brilliant. Gigola. I think I need a haircut.